We can't really get rid of a thing until you own it. You can't get rid of an addiction unless you admit that it's got you. So we can't get rid of the ego by denying it, by demonizing it, by making it our enemy, but by owning it and beginning to see and appreciate it and respecting it. It's a wonderful mechanism without which life wouldn't survive, without which there wouldn't be any Komodo dragons. They're one of the great wonders of the modern world. But here's this dragon from the 4 million BC still with us in the zoo or wherever they keep Komodo dragons. No, they live in Indonesia on a little island there. So it's a wonderment. So we can wonder at the evolution of the animal kingdom. I always tell people, give your ego a name, something that you can own it, that it's my fuzzy. And of course, fuzzy, you hate them. Of course, fuzzy, you hate them. Of course, fuzzy, you want it all. Of course, fuzzy, you want to kill him. He deserves it, don't he? So you begin to own. As you own, then you don't have to be in denial. You don't have to project it on others. When you own it yourself, you stop seeing other people as evil, and you see that they're caught in the same animal way of thinking. Because they're caught in the same evolutionary stall out of the brain. They're caught in the same trap. Happily, you've seen the light and have learned how to move beyond it. So there is a transition period where you go through a difficulty in confronting the ego, because before that you project it onto others, or you deny it, or you project it onto God or somebody. And now you have to own it yourself. You can own it if you see it, so you contextualize it differently. So the reason to appreciate, I spend so much time on the evolution of consciousness, is because when you really and completely and totally understand it, it loses its power over you. It's lost its power to really know the truth of that which it is, and how it got to be that way. You can say, good old fuzzy. Of course you want all the cookies on the plate. Of course you want to drown your little sister in the sea. Little Edie Whippletree drowned her playmate in the sea. Mother looked quite grave, said then, Edie, don't do that again. Can't you see my little pet? You've got your tootsies wet. Of course, little Edie Whippletree wants to drown her playmate in the sea. She hates her. So we respect our animal evolution. We stop vilifying it. If the universe was created by divinity, then that's how it unfolded. And we are serving some purpose to connect this evolutionary line with a line that, a life that takes over on a non-physical level. The devotion to truth, then, the truth is that the ego is nothing but one's biologic ancestry. It lives on in the very structure and anatomy of the human brain. Without it, you wouldn't even be alive. So you can give it credit. If it wasn't for good old ego, I wouldn't be standing here today. However, then, the spiritual energy, which also surrounds humanity, begins to pull us even beyond it. And we begin to say, isn't there something more? Isn't there something better? But I want you to be aware, you can go the whole way to enlightenment without adhering to any religion whatsoever, and never even mentioning it. Not necessary to mention it.